he may or may not have got a bulldozer stuck in the pond. Maybe. Maybe not. My name's Daniel, and I'm a pondaholic. I heard the first step to recovery was admitting you have a problem. But I don't think it's a problem, so... Alright, so if you've been following along with our tiny pond build, or clean out and rebuild, we drained the pond, came in yesterday, cut the dam, and it's been draining almost 24 hours now. There's barely any water trickling out at all. And the last thing I told you guys was I was going to wait almost a full week until my buddy could get here to operate his bulldozer, which is sitting on the property, and start pushing mud out of here. But I think that's where the pondaholic thing comes in, because I didn't wait. I tried. I can't help it. This playing in the mud. You know, little kids grow up in the country playing in the mud and making mud pies, right? Well, big kids in the country apparently do the same thing. So I've been piddling, and I have help on the way. Maybe that's the second step of recovery, is to recruit some help. I don't know. We'll see. So I came over earlier this afternoon. It's 4 o'clock right now. Came over earlier this afternoon and did a little more cleanup. Dug this hole out pretty deep. It's probably 5+ feet deep. And I'm just trying to get the water to drain to it. I'm not going to hook the pump up and drain that right now. I really don't know that I need to. But while I was here, I fired up the Cotto excavator and was moving some dirt around. And I showed you guys the other day, I was kind of pushing mud into the pond, basically. And where I was working the other day is, I mean, it's dry, hard clay now. You could drive a pickup truck through here, which this would normally be 2 to 3 feet deep in water in the pond. You could drive a pickup through here right now and not get stuck, because it's just hard as a rock. So I've been continuing to kind of push in with the excavator just to see what kind of results I would get. Really kind of curious what kind of bottom there is in this pond. So I came over here and just kept pushing. And the goal is still to kind of push everything to that hole, in a sense, just to push the water out instead of trying to pump it out. So I get over here and I'm pushing with the excavator, and I mean, this is essentially dry ground. I just peel up a little bit of clay at a time, and you can tell, I mean, I'm well into the pond where water was standing yesterday, and this is already essentially dry bottom. So I can't do all of this with the little blade on the front of an excavator. That just doesn't make sense. So we will use the bulldozer for some stuff, but I'm impatient and I can't wait. And I have an excavator and a skid steer. So why wait a week? It would dry up some, the ground would get harder, but curiosity gets the best of me. And after kind of, let's say, playing in this little area, I thought, well, let's go over to the other side of the pond and just see what I can do with the excavator, because the goal is still, like I said, to push everything towards the dam. We may push a lot of the mud out around the end of the dam. Really, probably what we'll do is push most of it to the dam, use the big excavator and the bulldozer. Bulldozer will push it over, excavator, throw it over the backside of the dam. Because we're not trying to make a huge pond. We're not trying to make a big fishing hole. This is a livestock water pond, essentially. Yes, we would probably put some fish in here if we can get it deep enough. But I don't know. That's to be determined. But check this out. So like I said, I came over to this side of the pond with the Kato mini excavator with just a small blade on the front of it and started pushing in. And you can see how that excavator blade just rolls this clay up. I mean, it just comes in and just rolls it over. And I'm able to keep pushing it out in front of me. So I thought, well, it worked pretty good in the first little area. I came in 15 feet or so. I thought, well, let's go farther. Now that I've stopped for a little while, I've got water draining in. So this has stayed dry because the goal is to push mud up, make a mud bank. And you just don't allow the pond water to seep in. Well, I stopped. I got down to dry ground right here. And I didn't dam this side up enough. So it's only been, I don't know, an hour since I was over here. But I can see water running into my, what was nice dry flat spot. So I'll take the excavator and push back. But I didn't go all the way to the back of the pond yet. I will. But I really honestly think I could drive the excavator all the way across. Whoa. I just about jumped out of my skin. Whew. I thought somebody got me. I can honestly drive the excavator all the way across this thing right now, just pushing a little bit of mud in front of me. That's very good news. Because when you're cleaning out a pond, sometimes you get years and years of silt and just stuff filling in, muck, and you may have 2-3 feet of muck. Well, luckily this pond, I don't know if it's just because it's shallow and water, when it floods, washes through, or it doesn't really catch a lot of runoff sediment, but there's not a lot of muck in here. So it's mostly what you see on top is all vegetation, and then a few inches of just some soft muck nastiness, and then you get down into good clay, and that clay works really well. I guarantee you, if my buddy with the bulldozer was here, he could have this done. He could have this knocked out in half a day, guarantee. Might take me with the excavator and a skid steer a couple days, and then he's still probably going to come in behind me and shape things and dig a little deeper. And I don't know, I'm impatient. I'm sorry. I love what I do. I love working on equipment, not mechanicking equipment. I'm a horrible mechanic. I love operating equipment and seeing a transformation, just seeing what I can do. It's so much fun. So I'm gonna quit blabbering and get to work. I told you I had a little extra help on the way. Weston's here. He's going to start scooping mud and hauling it over and throwing it behind the dam. That's a huge help. If I can keep him on that skid steer for a few hours, he can move a lot of that mud, and then I can come back and push some more, and then he can move mud and I can push some more. And little by little, piece by piece, we might clean out a pond. All right, y'all, 6:03. Had a couple hours of work in, and I would say we made some good progress. Weston's still scooping mud over here. I spent the last 30 or 45 minutes getting rid of this clump of trees out here, and man, boat arc trees have one heck of a root system. I should have recorded all that and done a time lapse or something, but I didn't. But we're still working. Pushing water to the middle, to the middle, and then out the trench back there. But I don't know. We'll get there. A couple hours of work in today, and let it dry out some more. Keep moving mud, and eventually we'll get in here with a bulldozer and do some real work. You waiting on me? Is it time to go to work? Are you antsy? Are you ready to go? Ready to do something? Huh? Take a breath. The last time you saw me, it was Thursday evening at 6 p.m. What? Why are you riding? Why don't you get off and run? Back on? Are you going to get off? Huh? You're antsy. I know. You're ready to go. Well, let's go. The last time I talked to you, Thursday evening, 6 p.m. It is now Tuesday morning. The last 4 days are like a blur. So let me... Oh, there she went. What? All right, let's go. Where are we going? The last 4 days are a chaotic blur. Not bad. All great. All really great. Really good stuff. Was working on the pond Thursday evening. Friday morning, well, all day Friday, was our local high school's football homecoming ceremony day. And Emily is a senior. As you guys know, she was nominated for Homecoming Queen. And that entails a lot. If you're not from a small town and you don't understand all of that, DJ did a whole video on her channel, Do Your Best. Go check it out. So, started off the morning with hair and makeup and all the stuff. And then we had a school pep rally at like noon. And then a parade at 2 o'clock. Then Brooks, DJ's niece, our niece, Dusty, Marissa's little girl, was also involved. She was the flower girl. So then we had hair and makeup and all that stuff for the real ceremony in the evening. And of course, then we had, you know, homecoming ceremony, football game. Emily looked so pretty. She is the prettiest little girl I've ever seen. And she's just a amazing little human. And I love her. She's my favorite little girl I've ever seen. Kind of partial. But she did not win homecoming queen. Kind of sad, disappointed for her, but that's life. She looked beautiful. So that's all day Friday. Football games, you know, late at night, ends Friday night. Saturday morning I get up planning to do a little work, and it was beautiful. It was a gorgeous day. It was going to be in the 90s. So DJ and I and some friends in Houston and everybody decided summer's winding down. It's almost over, but we're still holding on to that last little bit. So we went to the lake. Went to the lake for about 5 or 6 hours and hung out and didn't shoot any video, didn't do anything but just hang out. Saturday night, we had a surprise birthday party to go to for Dusty. Dusty turned 40. Saturday evening we had, you know, there was probably 50 people at a surprise party, and then Emily and Houston and some friends all talked us into going to a haunted house like Saturday night, we get there thinking, oh, this will take 30 minutes. 2.5 hours later, we finally got to leave, so we got home like midnight Saturday night. I know nobody really cares about all this, but it's how I decompress. I talk about things, I guess, huh? Also, I have a hot wire broke on our hot wire fence somehow. I noticed the other day, and the donkeys are in here, so I need to fix it. Anyways, went to the haunted house, didn't get home until 12 o'clock. Sunday morning, this was kind of a secret we didn't really tell anybody about. We got up about 6:30 and left to drive to Kansas City because DJ bought tickets to a Kansas City Chiefs football game. So DJ and I and Houston and a buddy all went to that. 6 hours up there, go to the football game, stay the night, get up Monday morning, which, by the way, Chiefs won. My wife and son are diehard Chiefs fans. I like to watch, but it's not my thing. It's okay. DJ's a big Travis Swift fan, if you know him. Anyways, she really likes Jason Kelsey, his Travis Swift's brother, for those of you that don't know. Anyways, Monday we, get up, eat breakfast, drive 6 hours home, and just... So here we are Tuesday morning. And I told you guys, I'm sorry. Listen, I know it was going to be a week before we worked on the pond. I did get some work done on the pond, but while I was gone, my buddy actually, that's got the dozer and the big excavator that's going to help me over there, is leaving. Well, he left yesterday to go to San Diego for his stepson's boot camp graduation. He's in the Marine Corps. So that's where he's going to be gone all week. He did come down over the weekend and didn't tell me, and I wish I could have got some video because he may or may not have got a bulldozer stuck in the pond. Maybe not. Turn this off. Oh, no, I'm kidding. It didn't shock me. I really don't even know that I need to turn the thing on. The donkeys are in here, but they are so trained to the fence that I don't even know that I'd need to turn it on. And the reason I say that is because this has been down for at least a couple days, and there is no reason that they don't just step over that and get out, except they just don't care. They respect that hot wire fence, that electric fence, enough that they don't even try to step over that fence. Just randomly broke down here. I don't see... I thought maybe like a tree limb fell on it or something, but I don't know. The poly wire gets old and eventually it breaks somewhere. So it was just under tension down here and finally just broke somewhere. Who knows? Maybe a donkey pushed on it, but I don't know. So I'm really untied it on the far end down there. So I'm just going to loop these together and tie them off. But here comes the herd to investigate. You girls have done a fine job of grazing this pasture down. Yep, grass is about finished growing. You are not pregnant, Fallon, but you have a very large belly on you right now, sister. What's up? Hi, baby. All the baby donkeys from this year, from Phoebe, Fallon, and Farrah, are at that age where they want to be friendly, but they're still like, I don't trust you yet. But they are just about weaning age, aren't you? You're pretty. You look just like your mama. Here comes Arlo, coming to investigate. What's up, buddy? Did you leave your mama behind over there? Come to check me out? I didn't bring any treats or anything. Mom's at the merch building working, so I don't have any treats from her for you either. Come here. He's like, no. Mom's way over there, and I don't think she wants me touching you right now. Huh. Oh, sorry. All I did was stand up. Hi, Phoebe. Good morning to you. Did you have a good weekend? Was it less busy than mine? What's up? Well, there's still quite a bit of grass out here, but as you can tell, they have their favorite types of grass. That's why it looks really grazed down in some places. But then you have other areas where there's a lot of grass. They pick and choose. They're very picky. They know what they like. And it's just so bizarre because some areas look like this. There's almost no cover on it. Then you move 10 feet and you got grass a foot tall. But different times of the year, different grasses have a different taste. And late summer, there's a lot of grasses that are all of their good stuff starting to go down into the ground, into the roots, and this will all go dormant soon. And it's not what they prefer to eat. So it probably won't be but a couple more weeks and we'll pull them off of this pasture and start feeding hay. But either way, they would eat this before they would eat a round bale of hay right now. So I'm going to leave them out here, but as you can tell by Phoebe right now grazing, look at that. She knows what she wants. Their bodies are built to tell them what's the most nutritious, and they know what they like the best. They're just like kids. They're going to eat the ice cream before they eat their vegetables. Even though technically all of this is vegetables, but they're going to eat the good stuff before they eat, everything else. Ain't that right, Phoebes? Hey, Fallon. Mom's going to have to find you girls a boyfriend. Because she's going to want more babies. Yeah. I don't know if Brandon's available to come visit you. I'm not sure. No, you don't think Brandon should come see you? You want to hold off on that idea? Well, you do have a couple more girls that are going to be coming back from the merch building pretty soon, Fallon. You know that, right? Bree and Baker are over there. And we'll bring the 2 alpaca girls back too. Pretty soon. Not yet. They still have grass over there. But pretty soon. I don't understand you. On, off, on, off, on, off. So since I'm close, I thought I'd stop by and check out the pond and feed the fish. We are very dry. It's weird to say that after a whole entire summer of nothing but floods. I've been kind of keeping track of rainfall as best I can right here at the pond. And in August, we had about 6.5 inches of rain, which is phenomenal for southern Oklahoma in August. September, the whole month of September, we had less than 2 inches of rain, which is normal-ish. I mean, usually we get a few rains in September. October hasn't rained yet. So in a month and a half, we've had basically 2 inches of rain. And the pond is starting to show it. It still looks fabulous. The water clarity, the water is amazing. I have no complaints about anything in this pond, other than we're just getting a little on the dry side. So even my riprap is now pretty much just about all out of the water. There's a bunch of minnows everywhere. Thousands and thousands and thousands of minnows. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted. But as you can see, we're probably, I don't have an actual true measuring stick to tell you an exact measurement, but we're probably 12 to 14 inches low. So considering it's been a completely drought condition month and a half time period, we've only lost a foot basically of water. I am not complaining, but this thing looks perfect right now. Our water's a little brown. We could have thought about adding some pond dye to it to color it and make it prettier, but that's just the color of this pond. The clarity's there. I mean, it's not chocolate milky nasty water. It's good clean water, but just kind of has a little bit of a brown tint to it. It's like sweet tea. We're from the South. It's like sweet tea, right? Kind of a weird time of day. I don't typically come over and feed the fish in the mid-morning like this, but thought I'd see if anybody wanted to come up and eat. It's kind of a random time of day. I do try to come over here in the evenings, and you can see a lot more fish. Hey, Kelsey, get back. Don't spook them off. Okay? Don't scare all our fish. We're just about to get to the time of year where we'll shut shut the fish feeder off, because these fish are not going to eat up near enough feed during the wintertime. They go fairly dormant. They would eat some, but there's no reason to leave the fish feeder on all winter, because they just don't have the metabolism through the cold months that they do during the summer months. But there's a lot of little bluegill in here, and they're growing. They're getting bigger. Every week they get a little bit bigger. Now these guys start off, if you'll remember, as like 2-inch long fingerlings, and some of them are 4 or 5, maybe even 5.5 inches. But a lot of them are still in that 2, 3, 4-inch range. But there's a lot of them. So here comes a whole nother school. Every once in a while you'll see a bigger one come up and get a bite, but most of them, for the most part, are fairly small still. Goodness, it's starting to look like a yellow equipment, used equipment sales yard. A used yellow equipment sales yard around here. But he did do a little work. I think he just played in the mud. I think basically what he did was come over here and do what Kelsey's doing right now. Thanks for that. That mud smells real bad, sister. So I have not been over here since he supposedly, allegedly, got his bulldozer stuck. I didn't see it. I can't verify it. But he did say he had to get his excavator and pull the dozer out. He said, so when you guys saw me, I was over here pushing mud with my Mini X, and it just glides right across. I could push the mud off, and then it was a good solid base. But that mini excavator has substantially lighter weight than that big excavator, and tremendously lighter than a D6 dozer. And he said he got in here with the dozer, and what was dry ground turned to not so dry, very soft ground really quick. So there's basically just a hard crust on top. But while he did come in here and somewhat make a mess, that's not bad, because I pushed all the cover off the top, exposed the ground, and now he's come in here and made a mess, obviously. But that's not all bad, because now things are starting to dry out more, deeper. And more drying is more gooder. Because the goal here is to get the ground as dry as possible. So in one breath, I'm over at the big pond saying, ugh, we're in like semi-drought conditions. The pond could use some rain. But then in the very next breath, I'm over here and I'm like, wait a minute. We don't need it to rain here. We need it to stay dry, because he's going to be gone for several more days. And the more this can dry out, the faster he can get to work on big pieces of equipment and really move some dirt. Because he came over and just tried it out. I know I said earlier in the video, if he come over here in half a day, he could push everything out of here and be gone. Well, you know, that sounded good in theory. But as you can see, the dozer just flat out sinks where my Mini X can kind of scoot across the top of the mud. That Mini X, big wide rubber tracks, doesn't weigh near as much as a bulldozer, steel tracks, and when a dozer's operating, it's constantly vibrating, which vibrations on mud pull the water to the surface. This dog, she is something else. Still chasing frogs, are you? So, take it back to the beginning of the video here. Yes, I'm a bit of a pondaholic. This is fun. This is what I enjoy right now at this phase in what's going on. And it's really cool to me. It's really interesting to me. And I know I talked about this on the last video, but a guy that I've been friends with since we were in first grade. We've grown up together. We spent all of our high school life waking up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to go pig hunting and driving miles down the road to be there at daylight and just being country guys. I don't know. But you fast forward 20 something years, here we sit. He's got a bulldozer, big excavator. I've got a skid steer, small excavator. And we've kind of found something we both enjoy doing together. And that's exactly the perfect formula that potentially could start a business in the future. Because, you know, there are other ponds that need cleaned out. There are other ponds that need redone. Not saying that's going to happen, but it is cool because while him and I have been close friends our entire life, we talk nearly every day. We don't hang out on the weekends. Our families don't really hang out together. It's kind of a different relationship. Yeah, I mean, like, we've been in each other's weddings. My Houston. Well, here's the thing. Everybody thinks Houston's named after Jimmy Houston. Well, this guy's middle name is Houston. We literally named our son after him. And here we are 20 something years later, both of us enjoying playing with big yellow toys. I think it's really cool. And we don't live the same life. His career goes off in a different direction. Mine goes off in a different direction. But this is cool. I love that I've been able to hire him to bring his equipment here and do all the work that he's done on this piece of property. And now come together to build a pond. I mean, it sounds silly, but it's cool. You are not riding with me. You're going to go to the creek and you're going to wash off. Okay? So let's go. You're not getting up here. Oh, okay. Yeah, you tell me. Yeah, you lead the way. Let's go. Hey, it's time for a bath. You should go for a swim. Still chasing frogs, I see. I know how to get her to go for a swim. Oh, that stick wouldn't work. Here we go. Here we go. Cows. Oh, you're getting closer. Perfect. I don't even have to throw a stick for you. Listen, I don't think you're going to catch a fish. I know you don't like to hear that, but it ain't happening. But you're doing a great job taking a bath. I do appreciate it. So I know today's video has been a little wordy, to say the least. Some days it's like that. Sometimes I have a lot to say. I do have one more thing I want to talk to you guys about, and that's a dilemma that I've got. I don't know what to do. It's been an ongoing thing for months, and that is our Arms Family Homestead Facebook page. So I'm back up years ago. I started uploading all of our content, all of our videos to Facebook like a day or two after it went out on YouTube, because it's a different audience. There's a lot of the same people, but there's a lot of different people. And YouTube channel right now is 1 million subscribers strong. Facebook page is about 600,000 followers. Now I know over time people come and go and they still follow the page, but they're not watching anymore. But for many years, Facebook made up about, just roughly saying, 20 to 30% of our income through ad revenue. Okay, so as a content creator on YouTube, we make our income, one revenue source of our income is through ads. You guys watch our videos. Anytime there's an ad, they split it with the creator. Facebook started a similar program. Then we also sell merchandise and pecans and have sponsors, and you have to diversify and have multiple streams of income, because at any point in time, something could go away. Oh, come here, buddy. Hey, don't run. Yep, I lost him. It's a little grass snake. Anyways, as a content creator relying on the internet for your income, you have to diversify, because one revenue source can go away at any time. Years ago, we got hacked. I think it was 2020, got hacked on Facebook. And in about a 6-month time period, we lost $80,000. I've been honest and open with that over the years. We got hacked. A hacker from another country got our page. We got it back from Facebook, through Facebook. Over months of time, the revenue was on pause, basically. We were still pumping out content, but we weren't getting paid. 5-6 months later, Facebook says, okay, we got you straightened out. We're going to release your back pay. And they sent, in one keystroke, $70,000, which was what I made in a full year as a state trooper. Okay, they sent $70,000 to another country, and we never got that money back. So if that was our only source of income, we would have been in a world of hurt. So we diversified. But about, I'm going to say, April-ish time frame of this year, randomly out of nowhere, Facebook said, your page does not follow community guidelines. It's attached to an entity that doesn't follow monetization standards. We're cutting you off. And I reached out to Facebook, and they're like, oh, we'll get it fixed in a couple days. Don't worry about it. That was in April. I've done everything I can since April to get our monetization back on Facebook. I can't do it. I've tried over and over and over. The only income that Facebook does send us is for memberships. So I don't do anything to push memberships. I don't ask anybody to be a member, but folks asked me to turn that option on, so I did. And it's about $300 a month. There's not many members. It's just people that want to donate. I'm not asking anyone to donate money to my family. I promise you. It's totally separate. But the majority of our income through Facebook has been through ads. So anytime Facebook shows one of our full-length videos or one of our short videos, there's ads that pop up on there. We haven't got paid for that since April. Now, they've completely turned off our monetization for ad money. And I can't get it fixed. And I don't know what to do. So that's why the last few months, you guys on Facebook have only been getting a link to a YouTube video, because there's no purpose in me uploading a full-length video for everyone to watch for free on Facebook if they can just click on the link and watch it on YouTube, and we make a fraction of a penny off of a view. But when you're talking about 100,000, 150,000 views, it adds up. It's our main source of income, really. But I don't know what to do, because I love our Facebook audience, and I don't want to lose our Facebook audience, because so many of you, whether you're watching the videos there or not, you do want to support us. You buy merchandise, you buy pecans. I post pictures, and the support on Facebook is overwhelmingly amazing. We have a wonderful audience of little old ladies. Let's just say that. On Facebook. Our Facebook audience is majority older females. Okay. And by older, I just mean older than me. I'm not talking about a bunch of grandmas, even though a lot of you are. I don't know what to do, because it's not going to get fixed. But I don't want to lose our Facebook friends. I don't want to lose that 600,000 member audience, which there's probably really only 80,000 that pay attention to us. So I'm considering starting a new Facebook page for Arms Family Homestead. And I hate that with everything in me, because I don't want to start over. I don't want to lose you guys on Facebook. But I'm considering starting over and starting pumping out content on a new Facebook page to see if I can get it monetized. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right idea, but I may do it and then slowly try to transition folks from the original AFH Facebook page to the new one. Because Facebook, let's just be honest, is terrible. They have the worst customer support of any company I've ever seen in my life. And quite frankly, right now, I can look at my Facebook studio and it shows about $5,000 or $6,000 hanging out in limbo that is my money that they won't pay me because I'm demonetized. It's money owed that I earned, and it's just sitting there. What do you do? Because you can't sue Facebook. I'm not suing a multi-billion-dollar company. It's not going to happen. I'm never going to get that money. And they're never going to pay me forward, I don't believe. But they're still showing ads on all of my stuff. So you watch anything I do on Facebook, if it's an old video, because I'm not uploading new content other than links. If you watch one of our old videos over there, you're going to have to deal with ads. Facebook's making their money. I'm not. And that's not right. So, bear with me. I promise, if you're a Facebook fan, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm sorry you haven't been seeing as much as what you used to see on Facebook, because I've been extremely frustrated with Facebook for 6 or 7 months or something. I don't know. It's frustrating. But we'll figure it out. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of our career, because fortunately, I don't rely on Facebook income as my only source of income. Is that not the most beautiful sight in the world? Look at that. That is so cool. I'm so fortunate and blessed to live where I do. This is amazing. I'm just staring at it in the screen. Anyways, sorry for the rambling. Just need to clear a few things up. It's a beautiful day. Houston's got a football game this evening. Got a lot of other stuff to do. Kelsey's going to play in the water and get the stinky, nasty mud smell off of her. Thank you, Lord, for where I'm at. Thank you, Lord, for my everything that I've been blessed with. Everything, including all of you. So guys, remember, do something today to make somebody smile, because you never know, it just might change the world. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.